Good afternoon, everyone. It's very sunny here at the sanctuary, but cold. I wanted to invite you all to a very special moment today. But I was going around today and taking a visit, and there's a cat that you guys don't often see, and that is Tigress Sabrina. And before we go over there, I'd like to tell you a little bit about her story. Miss Sabrina had actually been left alone on a property in Texas. She was very aggressive. Sadly, she was loose when her owner passed away of dehydration due to a methamphetamine overdose, and authorities hogtied Miss Sabrina and threw her in a horse trailer for several days in the heat. When we got the call, we went down to get her, and next to, remember Tigress Nikita, who we just lost, Sabrina's been known to be the most fractious tiger we have here at the sanctuary. She's going to be pretty calm now. She's an older girl, and what I would like to try with you guys today is to walk up to her fence with our training bowl and show you what we've done to help her learn to trust humans. Over the years. She's now in her geriatric years, and so she might growl at us when we go up. But what we do is we've done some operant conditioning with her. When she first came, she was attacking the fence so much that we couldn't even see her, and then she'd disappear into the tall grass. And so we wanted to be able to get closer looks at her, and we started with very slowly with a training food bowl where we gave her small pieces of food. If she had anything large enough, she would take it and run away and then come back for other piece. And today we now have her coming right up to the fence, sitting very nicely for her pieces. She'll sometimes give me a roar at the end of her session. It's all voluntary, but this is how we won her trust over in allowing us to be able to be near her, see her, and give her her own space. Now she's yawning. She's a cat, so she's totally proving me wrong. So this setup is going to be a little difficult for me, so bear with me because I'm going to walk over. I'm going to kind of sit in the snow, and I have to situate the phone, the tongs, and the meat all within a tiger close by. So we'll see how she does. She already is cooperating because usually she's not at the fence when we start the training sessions. Hi, Sabrina. And I'm kind of following through some of the... So we'll see if she'll come up for us. And you'll hear a clicker in the background because I also have a clicker. Sabrina girl. We'll see if she'll come up. Hi, Sabrina. I'm going to take off my gloves. There you are. What a gorgeous girl. Can I have you down? Can you sit down for me? Usually she goes down on all fours calmly, but with the snowpack there, she might have chosen not to. Let's see if we can move over. Oh, I know. You're here on your own free will. Good girl. The movement, there you go. Why don't we relax? So I can't do my clicker training today because I don't have an extra hand. And the clicker works as a bridge to knowing that she's going to get a piece of meat if she sits calm. And this way we get to see her up close. I can look at her body condition. Sabrina's an older cat, so she has she's not grooming as well as she used to be, so we're looking at that. I'm also looking at how she uses her teeth and giving the opportunity to look at her teeth. Good girl. And in the old days, she never would have done this for us. I got that big roar, which is very typical Sabrina, but I'm looking at her eyes to see if her eyes are bright and alert. And she's sitting with me the entire time, which is really a big deal for this girl. Oops, we lost a piece. You can hear her grumbling, but she's only getting positive reinforcement. I never do anything negative. With the clicker training, what it was a bridge. So when she would come and sit down, it gave me time to click, let her sit still calmly for a while before I gave her a nice big piece of meat. So you'll see today, you won't see her through the fence till she walks away, because I'm staying about my 2 feet distance, because I know Miss Sabrina here has a bubble. She has really had a hard life with humans, and for her to just sit and trust is really great. Sabrina also has a liver condition that we noticed at the last exam. And so I look at her belly too. She had a little bit of distension, not on this side, but the other side. And you've worked with seen Elise with Shazam. This is a cat that we really had to get to neutral before we could start building any type of relationship with her. I know, what a good girl. And thank you for letting me bring Facebook folks in on our training session today. So it's a really informal training session. But what I'm doing is I'm giving her small pieces of beef, because what you'll learn is if I gave her something big, she'd run away with it. And so for training, we do smaller beef stew types style meat to keep her here, give her positive reinforcement, but this is not her entire meal. And I'm just absolutely pleasantly surprised that you're actually staying. Usually you'll walk away and then come back and give me another roar. So I think that little snowbank is acting like a wonderful chair. And so Sabrina's one that you won't see many photos of, because if we weren't in a training session, she'd be telling me off quite like Logan has. Hi, beautiful. But this is something her and I have built a relationship with, much like Shazam and Elise. Sabrina, you're beautiful. And I try to talk to her. And then I'm going to show you that it's empty. And you can decide if our session's over, if you want to hang out with me. Because I know if I move first, I usually get told off. Thank you, Sabrina, for allowing such a beautiful time with you. So on Facebook, you guys usually get to see the cats that are really social and enjoy. But part of rescue, which is so hard, is we get broken cats. Not just physically broken, but emotionally broken. And they all heal in their own way. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to let you leave first. I know. You can leave first. Are you going to just sit and clean? What a good girl. Okay, I know. I need to shovel the boulder. I know I have a low connection. I know. But I would like you to walk away before I get up. Because I know standing up is her trigger. She does not trust humans. She's starting to trust us. But she was really a challenge in the beginning when we took her in. And we're so thankful that with operant conditioning, positive reinforcement, friendship of her own kind along the shared wall, she's really calmed down. I don't know, though. She might tell me off if I try to get too close at the camera. I know. I need to respect you, don't I? Yes, and I always do. Thank you. Now we've got some good tiger talks. Are you going to rub? Are you going to rub? I've had a lot of cats we've rescued over the years, and I will tell you, Sabrina, the night we took her, I remember thinking, can we do this? Can we take on such a fractious tiger that all she thought about was trying to hurt humans because humans had hurt her so much? And it was a very stressful time period, but it makes it all worth it. Now I'm going to try and stand up, so I might get a roar because I'm in the snow. Oh, so I apologize, everyone. I didn't get a roar. Good girl. Good girl. Now Sabrina is very different when she's indoors. She actually can be very defensive indoors because her space is smaller and she needs to defend that space. And we don't blame her. I'm going to see if I can get you a nice, excuse me, image of this beautiful girl now without the fence. Hi. What a special day that everybody got to see Miss Sabrina. You'll see I never call her aggressive because tigers are tigers. I will call them fractious or assertive, and that's just their personality trait. But people always say, why would you take in tigers like Nikita or Sabrina that are deemed so dangerous? And the reality is they're not any more dangerous than a chuffing, happy tiger. They're all tigers at heart. They all have their instincts. And, you know, I just feel honored that we get to give them back a little bit of their dignity and compassion, since they can never be free. And just this quiet, special time is what makes me so happy. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you so much. And we had an audience. We'll go say hi to the boys. You guys are actually all coming with me with my chores today, so it's not a polished video like Judson's. And we had quite the audience watching, didn't we? Miss Sabrina really does like Jeremy and Simon here. And she chuffs at them quite a bit along the fence. And I'm just, again, so thankful that you don't usually bring the camera with because that can stress her out. But she did wonderfully. And I'm glad I got to show you one of the residents.